Els Miles was one of the highest paid coaches in the country before he was fired. Vertical line Brett Carlson / Getty Images. Els Miles was one of the highest paid coaches in the country before he was fired. Vertical line Brett Carlson / Getty Images. Saw for the last 25 years. Big time college football has turned into a billion-dollar industry. Television contracts have grown exponentially. Bowl game payouts continue to increase. And attendance figures remain massive all over the country. As a direct result, head coaches are now making more money than ever before. Schools are now finding creative ways, performance incentives, sponsorships, and in some cases, the use of private jets to compensate coaches. And the results are eye-opening. USA Today recently released their database of the salaries for every football bowl subdivision head coach in the country, excluding private schools that do not publicly disclose financial information. And there are now 20 coaches, included Els Miles, who was fired by LSU early in the 2016 season with annual salaries north of $4 million. That being said, here is a look at the 10 highest paid college football coaches in the country. 10. James Franklin, Penn State. $4.5 million. State made James Franklin one of the highest paid coaches in the country. Vertical line Joe Robbins / Getty Images. Penn State made James Franklin one of the highest paid coaches in the country. Vertical line Joe Robbins / Getty Images. Penn State hired James Franklin away from Vanderbilt in 2014 after their former head coach, Bill O'Brien, left the college ranks behind to become the head coach of the Houston Texans. Judging by the hefty contract he received, the Penn State administration thinks extremely highly of Franklin's abilities as a football coach. In his 2 seasons of guiding the Nittany Lions, Franklin has posted a 25-14 overall record with 2 bowl game appearances, and recently notched his first signature win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. More importantly though, he has helped revive the program and started convincing big-time recruits that the future is bright in State College. Penn. 9. Hugh Freeze, Ole Miss. $4.704 million. Miss gave Hugh Freeze a contract extension following the 2015 season. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. Ole Miss gave Hugh Freeze a contract extension following the 2015 season. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. When Hugh Freeze took over at Ole Miss in 2012, he inherited a program that was coming off of a disastrous 2-10 season in 2011. He was able to quickly turn things around in Oxford, Miss. Going 7-6 in his first year on the job. In the 3 seasons after that, he's led the Rebels to a 32-16 record. He has guided the program to bowl games in every year he has held the job, and he was rewarded with a contract extension this January. Looking forward, his program is facing potential NCAA sanctions following Laramie Tunsil's draft day meltdown, and the Ole Miss athletic department can't be pleased with the Rebels' 5-7 record in 2016. Knowing this, Freeze may end up facing the chopping block at the end of the season. 8. Gus Malzahn, Auburn. $4.73 million. Malzahn is one of the top offensive minds in the country. Vertical line Kevin C. Cox / Getty Images. Gus Malzahn is one of the top offensive minds in the country. Vertical line Kevin C. Cox / Getty Images. Malzahn is in his 4th season on the job at Auburn. The 50-year-old coach has compiled an overall record of 35-17 with 1 trip to the now defunct BC's national championship game and 2 other bowl game appearances during that time. Despite his success, he had Auburn on track to reach a 4th bowl game in his 4th season running the program. Malzahn is currently on the hot seat. 7. Kevin Sumlin, Texas A&M. $5 million. Sumlin has helped build Texas A&M into a national powerhouse. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. Kevin Sumlin has helped build Texas A&M into a national powerhouse. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. Texas A&M hired Kevin Sumlin away from the University of Houston in 2012. And the 51-year-old coach instantly turned the Aggies into one of the most exciting teams in the country to watch. Under Sumlin, Texas A&M has emerged as an offensive juggernaut and a place where NFL scouts go to find high-quality talent. He has the Aggies off to a fast start this year, and with the toughest portion of their schedule already in the rearview mirror, Sumlin's team could ultimately end up winning 11 or 12 games in 2016.6. Charlie Strong, Texas. $5.2 million. Strong was well compensated, but it was clear he wasn't being the long-term answer for Texas. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. Charlie Strong was well compensated, but it was clear he wasn't being the long-term answer for Texas. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. Texas hired Charlie Strong away from Louisville to take over for longtime head coach Mack Brown back in 2014. At the time of his hiring, Strong was one of the fastest rising coaches in the business, but his time in Austin didn't exactly go on as planned. To be fair, Strong did go in and clean house during his first 2 seasons on the job. Nevertheless, his 2-year record at Texas was 16-21 before he was fired prior to the end of the season. 5. Jimbo Fisher, Florida State $5.25 million. Fisher of Florida State is now one of the highest paid college football coaches in the country. Vertical line Mike Ehrman / Getty Images. Jimbo Fisher of Florida State is now one of the highest paid college football coaches in the country. Vertical line Mike Ehrman / Getty Images. Sticking over for a legend is never an easy task, but Jimbo Fisher has made it look extremely simple. Since replacing Bobby Bowden in 2010, Fisher has led the Seminoles to a 77-17 overall record, 3 ACC titles, 1 national title, and 1 appearance in the college football playoff. Knowing this, it should come as no surprise that the 50-year-old coach is among the highest paid coaches in the country. His recently signed contract extension runs through the 2022 season and could be worth as much as $44 million in total. But that may not be enough to keep him out of the grasps of the LSU Tigers. For Bob Stoops, Oklahoma $5.55 million. Stoops continues to be one of the highest paid college football coaches in the country. Vertical line Jeff Gross / Getty Images. Bob Stoops continues to be one of the highest paid college football coaches in the country. Vertical line Jeff Gross / Getty Images. Bob Stoops is the longest tenured head coaches in the football bowl subdivision. In his 18 seasons on the job at Oklahoma, Stoops has put together a Hall of Fame caliber career. With a career record of 189-48. Stoops has led the Sooners to 9 Big 12 championships and 1 national championship, won multiple Coach of the Year awards, coached 2 Heisman Trophy winners, and led his teams to bowl games in every season he has held the position. With a resume like that, it's no wonder that Stoops is one of the most handsomely paid coaches in college football history. 3. Urban Meyer, Ohio State $6.095 million. Meyer has been worth every penny of his contract with Ohio State. Vertical line Justin K. Aller / Getty Images. Urban Meyer has been worth every penny of his contract with Ohio State. Vertical line Justin K. Aller / Getty Images. Very few coaches had ever achieved the kind of success Urban Meyer has enjoyed over the course of his career. Every program he has been in charge of has reached new heights under his guidance, and he has proven to be one of the best in the business when it comes to developing NFL caliber talent. Since taking over at the Ohio State University in 2012, all Meyer has done is lead the Buckeyes to a 61-5 overall record, 1 national title, 1 Big Ten title, and 3 New Year's Day bowl games. He is one of the highest paid coaches in college football, and he has been worth every penny to Ohio State. 2. Nick Saban, Alabama $6.94 million. Saban has earned the right to be called the highest paid coach in college football. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. Nick Saban has earned the right to be called the highest paid coach in college football. Vertical line Scott Halloran / Getty Images. The bottom line here is that Nick Saban is the gold standard in today's college football coaching landscape. Back in 2007, he took over a dormant Alabama program and has since turned the Crimson Tide into a bona fide college football dynasty. Saban's program is currently on one of the greatest runs in college football history, posting a 118-19 overall record with 4 national titles, 4 SEC titles, and 2 Heisman Trophy winners in 9 years, and they looked like the front runners for the 2016 national championship as well. Needless to say, Alabama has seen an incredible return on their massive investment in Saban. 1. Jim Harbaugh, Michigan $9.004 million. Harbaugh has returned Michigan to the national spotlight. Vertical line Christian Peterson / Getty Images. Jim Harbaugh has returned Michigan to the national spotlight. Vertical line Christian Peterson / Getty Images. Simply put, Jim Harbaugh is unlike any other coach in college football. He has a huge personality, does things his own way, and demands excellence out of his players and his coaching staff. More notably, though, he is a flat-out winner. In just 1 year, Harbaugh has taken Michigan from being a mediocre team in the Big Ten to a legitimate national title contender and a force to be reckoned with on the recruiting trail. For Michigan, landing Harbaugh wasn't cheap despite the fact that he played quarterback in Ann Arbor from 1983 to 86. But when it comes down to it, he has already proven to be well worth his enormous contract. Contract data courtesy of USA Today Sports.